Hey guys, welcome back to a new Hobbiton Zoo video. It's a short one today because I'm not doing so much today compared to the other videos. Today I'm making the interior of this circle round building you saw me do in the Ordwar habitat. I asked a lot of you guys what you think I could use it for. Some ideas was pretty good ideas, but at the long haul, I felt like this would be cool to have as an exhibit house where I can have scorpions and insects and all that stuff. So that's basically what you are seeing me do today. I am trying to decorate the interior of it and trying to make it look as nice as I can. And you can see in the start here, I was struggling a lot with the pathing, as you guys know, in this game. But maybe with the update, we might be able to get a new pathing tool of some kind. Which is probably one of the things that I was most excited about when I read the update. It's quite fun to think because we're also getting, I'm 100% sure that we are getting a DLC as well, with all the new teasers they have shown on their social medias. So we will definitely get some more stuff to this game here the 7th, I think, April. So that's always something. We might get some more things to actually, we can actually start and use too here in this park that can go well with all the Hobbiton stuff. But I also have tons of plans for this project if it is possible for me and for the game to allow it to me. So after this, instead of cinematics today, I have some... I want to give you guys a little tour, show you guys some stuff of my ideas, because I feel like that Hobbiton, like the Shire itself, I think we might be able to finish off this area here, because I might consider only adding 1 or 2 more animals to this area, and then on the right side when you come into the zoo, we might be able to do something else like Rivendell or something like that. I've looked at a lot of pictures lately, and also all the pieces to see if it's doable to do, and I think it is. I just need to figure out where to start and how to do this and such on, because it would be really cool to have the Shire on the left and then a Rivendell on the right, and then we can maybe do something in the middle of some sort of centerpiece-ish, but that is only thoughts right now. But anyways, as you guys can see here, giving the ceiling a little bit of support work, and then I'm also detailing this front here. I'm actually quite happy on how this ended up looking, and I also add glass into the arch where there's no exhibit, but just like a double glass, so it feels like you can't really see in there, but there is something. That's sort of the thing I'm trying to do here. And I actually gotta say, when it's done, it actually looks super cool, and I'm actually happy that I went this way and did this, because a lot of you guys said I could make it as a transition thing to another area, and I'm like, you know what, it kind of still have the Shire vibe, this building here, and I feel like it fitted perfectly where it is. So I kept it here, and I just built some stuff inside, because the only 2 exhibits we actually have is over at the Green Tavern, where I have 2. I think it's the Amazonian something, and then a Goliath frog or something like that. That's the only exhibit animals I have, so I felt like it was about time we got some more. And I want to keep the spiders for a little darker section, so that's why you don't see me put in a lot of spiders. It's mainly the it's, as you can see on the screen here now, and then I have 2 scorpions, a forest scorpion and a hairy desert scorpion, something like that, and then I have some beetles. So I might go in at some point and edit, like the donation boxes, information boards, all that stuff, make it look more woody in some way. But that's for another video, or maybe I'll do a live stream again where I do some fiddling and do some fills. Who knows? But after I kind of like added all this inside here, I felt like I could do something with the windows here. So what I did is that I took these pieces and I kind of enclosed the window frame here to actually make it look more nice. And I gotta say, guys, when I added this building looked totally different as soon as it got some closed windows on. And I just loved the idea as soon as I added it on. So I kept it, and then I just kept on editing and building into this build here. I'm not filling it up so much with stuff inside, because I just feel like that's maybe there's not really necessary to fill up this area with a lot of clutter. But I do manage to put in some stuff. But now when we are getting some more stuff, I really, really hope that there are some clutter pieces in that. You guys know I am not super fan of, like, of course the animals in this game are freaking amazing, but it's really not the animals that makes me excited when we get. It's mainly just getting new stuff, new pieces, and so on, because we want to expand our creativity. So, and I've gotta say, the habitats you do see people make, they look pretty much the same of these animals that are here right now. So it will definitely be good to get a few more animals, to get some more variation as well. So that's super cool, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a South American, so llamas maybe, well, alpacas, opossums. I mean, if we get smaller animals, then for sure I would love to make another section in the here in the Shire. But for now, I feel like we are at that point now where things are looking good. We are starting to enclosure all things, and we don't have any gaps and such. And that's kind of like what I'm trying to do. So there's definitely gonna be a little bit more polish around, but I feel like this section here of the zoo is somewhat finished, and I feel like we can maybe move on to a new section in the park. But let me know your guys' thoughts on this, and also if you have 2 more animals, smaller animals that would fit the Hobbiton vibe that I don't have yet, let me know down below too, guys. I always love to read your comments and your suggestions. Inside here, I'm putting in some flower pots and some lamps and such. Not doing so much lighting in here, but it does the job for now, as you can see. And then I mainly just, try to detail the exterior as well. I'm making this arch that goes inside of it too, and I kind of say after I added this one, the building just looked way better as well, and I'm really, really liking that. So after I added this, I also added on the other side. I mainly just duplicated. So it's same on each side, because the other side of this building is basically where the employees comes in and out, because I added some Hobbiton houses on the other side where the keepers and all the employees can go in. I do duplicate one I had made earlier, and then I'm making a new one which I recorded, which you guys will end up seeing. And it's super cool on the other side when you see the 2 hobbit houses, and then you see this big insect, scorpion and insect house at the end of it. It's super, super cool. And when I show you guys a little bit around, I want to share a little bit more of ideas I have of the ones I have been talking about. But I gotta say though, I didn't really have any plans on where I wanted to do with this. As you guys know, there's been like 2 or 3 episodes since I built it, and I've just been struggling on what I could add into it. But you guys gave me some good ideas, and in Discord some guys said that, why don't you just make it an insect or scorpion house? And I actually had that in my mind myself, but I just didn't realize which way I could do this. But then ideas just started popping in, and I was kind of like, okay, maybe we can do this. And as soon as I said I added these trim pieces for the Arctic pack into the window frames, this building just looked totally different, and I'm loving it. So that's super, super cool. Here I'm giving it some more supports underneath here, and that's also gonna do a lot more stuff to this build, make it look way better. So yeah, as I said at the start, or when I built this, that this building was not 100% done yet, because I didn't know what to do with it. But after I detailed it a lot more and so on, I really, really feel like that this building turned out super, super cool. It's probably one of my best things I've done in here, roof-wise and all that stuff. And I really, really hoped that I could make it a blueprint, guys. But unfortunately, it is over the 4K limit, and I'm not gonna try tear that down to to a blueprint piece limit. Because I think it's the roof that are the big piece count here. Sorry guys. So, but as I said about the clutter, as you see, it's just a few places. I try to place some stuff in here so it doesn't look super bare. And that's basically what I do in here. It's not very much else. And I also, of course, do the support work again. I do that off camera because you guys already see me start on it, and it's pretty boring to see it. So I don't think you guys are in the necessary need of watching that. Flowerbeds, as usual, they are always good at this. They always set a good vibe and a good atmosphere, and I just place those around here as well. And then I've also added the keepers and stuff to go in, and so these animals here are having a good time. And I feel like that this build here actually made this area of the zoo more busier. When I first put them down, no one went in here. So I was like, what is happening? Why are they not going in here? But then obviously I missed the path. So that's the thing, right? So, but I did get it placed down, and it should be okay for now. So now they are roaming around in here, all the way around and looking at the exhibits, which is super cool. It's really nice to see the guests interact with what you actually built. I really like that. That's one of the good things about this game. But as you can see here, as I said, doing some support work more, just adding trim beneath the other supports to give it a more rustic and generic look. And I kind of like how this is looking, especially when it's done. Then it's gonna look super different. But as I said, I cut this part out because it's kind of boring to look at. So we're just gonna jump straight over to something else here, as you can see. Here are the Hobbit house I talked to you about the keeper, which is it's basically kind of like the same style as the other. It's just a different color, but then it kind of works with the surroundings here. I also lower it a little bit more because I felt like it was a little bit too high off the ground. And I gotta say, I really like making these Hobbit houses that are intertwining with the terrain, so you don't have to build on the back side of it. It really saves me a lot of pieces, and it also just saves me a ton of time. So that's super nice. In this building here, we have a quarantine house and a keeper's hut, which is basically what I'm trying to make a little house for now here. And it looks super cool to see them walking in and out with the doors here and such. It gives it such a nice atmosphere. Guests can also walk around here, but they will, but it will mainly just be to go inside the insect house, and that's pretty much it. Because I use the path, the staff path to here, so they won't go in here. But on the other side, though, I use a normal path. But I don't think it will go and make anything weird here, because it really looks super cool the more I add to this build. But as I said, I'm gonna show you guys a little bit around and maybe give you guys an idea and hear your guys' thoughts on where I want the two last animals in the Hobbiton area before we move along to the Rivendell part. Which I'm also gonna be careful of what I say now, because of course I want to build how Rivendell is kind of looking. You know what you know of Rivendell, the big castle, or how you can say Elven castle. But I am also saying now that it's not going to be a total replica. It's going to be something very similar to it, but also with my own kind of creativity and ideas to it, as I've done in Hobbiton basically, where I took some main parts like the mill, took the Green Tavern, some Hobbit houses, and just, you know, go around with that and mingle around with all of it. That's sort of also what I'm thinking to do with Rivendell as well. So yeah. Would love to hear your guys' thoughts on what you think I should do. And also, what animals should we place in the Rivendell area? Of course, I need to build it first. But maybe some ideas for you guys too can help me build even better. And kind of like how I can build it in if it has to go with an animal or somewhat that kind, you know. Just brainstorming here, sorry. But we are slowly moving towards the end here now, guys, before I'm gonna show you guys a little bit around the zoo of what we have done and what I've said in the video here. There's also some more stuff coming along on the channel, and not only Planet Zoo. There's a collab coming with Planet Zoo, and then of course also some new projects with Planet Coaster, since Dania is so close to be finished now. So I'm quite excited for that too, and the Black Mire coaster and so on and so on. But you're obviously not so interested in watching that when you are here for Planet Zoo, because I figured out it's definitely a lot of different people of my subscribers that are the Planet Co-watchers to Planet Zoo watchers. But I hope, of course, there's someone in between as well that watch both of them, because it's kind of like the same style, it's the same mechanics, all the same, you know. So you can get inspiration from Planet Zoo in Planet Coaster and the other way around, nevertheless. So it's a super cool thing. Here I was struggling a little bit with the sign. You saw me here writing Green Hand's Insects, because I know Green Hand is a gardener of the Shire, or the name Green Hand, but the more I kind of looked at it, I was like, nah, that name is maybe way too big. So let's just try and make something else. So that's what I kind of did here. Found this Archie kind of sign thing. And then I just started to make a little structure for it. So it feels like it's built there and it looks more natural to have it. I was looking at a more woody sign, but I just didn't find anything that I liked. So it came with this guy here. But it's fine though. I liked how it ended up looking. And as you can see here, a little bit extra stuff. And then I copy it and put it on the other side as well. It's not only insects, it's gonna be scorpions and insects. So don't mind me, because I forgot at this point that I actually had scorpions in here and only thought it was insects. So, but I did change it, and I think I do it off camera. So when I show you guys around, you will see it. But anyways, guys, we are done here now. So let me show you guys, let me take you guys back into Hobbiton Zoo and show you what I've done. Okay, guys, we are in Hobbiton Zoo here and in front of the Scorpions and Insects building, as you just saw me finish off here. And as you can see, this is kind of like how it looks from perspective. I'm in Digit Cam right now, so if we zoom in, we get to see all the nice details here. And I'm super happy how this ended up looking. Especially with the windows part here, I really like that addition. It's super cool. But yeah, then you just go in here and that's pretty much how it looks inside. We got the scorpions here. See if we can find them. Oh, there's one there. And here we got the beetles. There's one right there. Ugh, creepy guy. And here we should have other scorpions. See if we can... Oh, there's one right there on the tree. And on the rocks. Alright. And then we have one more beetle here. Right there it is. Right there. Alright. Well, as you guys know, it's I kind of like how it looks, and especially with the support or the trim work in the ceiling too, definitely made it look way better inside here as well. So as you can see, there's a little bit of open space here, but I'm okay with that. I'm totally fine with that. Maybe I will add some more stuff, but for now I kind of just like how it ends. And then we have on this side, the side I talked about. Here is a house I duplicated. It has a little bit other angle, because the other one I have goes out here. So I duplicated that, and I basically took the same structure-ish. And then I built this over here too, where we have the keeper's hut and the quarantine. And then over here, we have the staff house. So yeah, and that's what I said about the people can actually come from this section over here, the red pandas, and then walk over here and straight over here. And as you see, this looks so freaking cool from this perspective too. I'm really happy about this building here. Got the hobbit houses left and right, which is basically just for staffs, right? So that's amazing. And I'm also, this is kind of like what I want to have around the entire zoo, where I have the staff building. I want to make them feel like it's actually also hobbit houses. But I'm actually not sure. I haven't even checked it at night, see how much it actually works. Yeah, it's pretty dark in here still, but I can always manage to add some more lighting as well here, because we don't have so much lighting. I kind of like the sky though. It's pretty cool. But yeah, maybe put some lights on too, so this scorpion and insect thing is doable. So let's go back to day here. something like this. But yeah, as you guys can see, I'm quite happy on how this one ended up looking. It fits super well with the zoo, and yeah, if we go over here as well, from where the aardvarks are. I mean, it does look super cool having it from over here too, and then you just look over to it. Yeah, I think it's one of the best builds I've done for sure. So yeah, I'm quite happy. I don't know if I will add more stuff to the fronts here, because I kind of just like how it looks without having any busy and any clutter and stuff. Maybe I'll hang some ropes, maybe, but that's pretty much it. But yeah, that's pretty much the building today, guys. As I said, quite happy on how it ended up looking, and it fits perfectly here between the red pandas and the aardvarks. So that's kind of cool. And then there's just a lot of fills to do. We can, maybe if we just go like this, and then I can show you guys just a quick thing of what my ideas were. So we have the entrance here, right? And everyone goes left to where the Hobbit, like the Shire is, sort of. And then I was wondering, on the right side here, we could make like terrain where make it like dig very deep, and then make some sort of viewing platform here, and then have Rivendell as you look down. So it's kind of like below the ground, somewhat like that. And then maybe make it look so there's just like one bridge that goes over, so you have to like take a way to get to the bridge all the way down here. And then in some way or another, we can maybe make a transition that goes from here, and then have a little midsection here of something. That's my idea. And then I have these three areas that I want to ask you guys about, if you think I should fill them up too, because I really want tortoise, and I feel like maybe we can make it in the back here of the build or of the zoo. So make like a little circular glass sort of thing beneath the ground where we have the tortoise. I think that would be quite cool. But that's like my one idea, my thought I have of having somewhat of a tortoise habitat over here. And then kind of like just, of course, finishing off the sheep habitat here, because it's kind of plain, it's kind of boring. So that's also something we need. And then, of course, the red panda habitat, which is kind of like, it's one of the best habitats I've done, so I'm just going to let that stay. But then we have this area too, which is also something we can do for animals. Because as you see, if we have animal here, then they will actually have animals on the right side when they finish here. And then there will be left. And then as soon as they stop here, they'll go over to this section. So I can close this section entire in. So this is actually the end of the Hobbiton Zoo. And then there's this area here, which can be used for transition, a little plaza into something else. And then we have all these here that I need to make Hobbiton houses too. And here is the first one you guys saw, which I duplicated to the next one over there as well. So overall, everything is starting to look cool and all, and we're starting to enclosure it. And here's like a top-down view of the zoo. Compared to, I mean, I feel like I've been building a lot in here, but it's not really, like, it's a pretty small zoo if you think about it, right? But I'm okay with that. As long as we have plenty of pieces for all this, then I'm all good. So, and who knows, with the new DLC we get, who knows what we are getting of pieces. Maybe it will even be something good for me when I have to start this Rivendell stuff. So, but anyways, guys and girls, and all the people on the interweb that are watching, leave your comments down below, guys, if you have anything you want to share. I would love to hear it, and then we can finish it off here with some snow. Let's see here how it will look now if we fast forward a bit. We gotta love the weather feature in this freaking game, guys. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh damn, this just looks so good. Okay, so now we have snow. This looks good too, huh? With the snow here. It's so cool that there's just so misty that you can't see squat on the other side there. It's super cool. I haven't actually seen this in snow. Nice. But anyways, guys, this is kind of like just how it looks in snow. Super, super cool. Scorpions and insects. And we go in here. I'm quite happy with it. So, guys, let me hear your thoughts down below. And your ideas and your whatever you're thinking of, let me hear. I would love to hear it, guys. And maybe we can see where this takes us. Because at this point now, the park kind of runs okay. Some days you just have off days, I assume, this game. But hopefully the DLC will make up for that. So let's go back into to normal weather here. Let the snow pass us by. And then, guys, I'm gonna say the outro here, which is take care, guys. Stay awesome. And thanks so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And yeah, take care out there and see you next time. Bye, guys.